What is going on, YouTube? I know it's been some time. I'm sorry. I had so much going on, but I'm back at it, here to continue this stuff for you. So you know, of course, DollarMike, what you got for us today? I have at least my top 5 things of what you should never do with your money. We're gonna jump right into it because that's what I do. So let's do just that. Not doing this in any particular order, but I do want to have my own top 5 lists of what not to do. There are plenty of things of what not to do with your money, but here's mine. So the first one I'm gonna go with is never use these apps and they all of a sudden just popped up. But anyway, never use these apps that allow you to get your paycheck the same day you work or early or anything like that. I really don't know where these apps came from, but basically they allow you to get your paycheck early. You can get paid either the same day. I think there's one called Chime. I heard great reviews for it, but I would never use it. But I heard there's one called Chime. There's another app, out there that does the same thing. Basically, it allows you to get your paycheck either the same day you work or either a couple days early, maybe a week early or whatever, because people don't want to wait till they get their paycheck. You should never do this because, number one, if you're trying to save money, you can't really save money if you're gonna spend it before you get it. Like, you're essentially taking like credit of your own money that you have to pay back, possibly with interest. I'm not entirely sure, but regardless, you're spending money you don't have, and that's a risk you don't want to go down to. If you do something like that now, just imagine what you could be doing in the future. You could be using a credit card with money you don't have, putting thousands on there, be like, oh yeah, I'll pay it back. No, that's not a habit you want to start, especially young or actually any age, really. I mean, that's just not a habit you want to have with money, because best believe somebody wants their money back and you're not going to have it because, I don't know, oh, you got paid early. No, I'm not with it. That's just my first one. So the second one I have is something people do literally all the time. I did it occasionally before, so yeah, it's a pretty common thing, and that's shopping when you're emotional. You don't really want to go shopping when you're emotional because, number one, you're emotional, so you might not be in the right state of mind when you go to purchase something. When you go to buy a shirt or something like that, you might just buy the shirt because you like the shirt. If you go to buy a shirt while you're emotional, you might be buying the shirt because it might get your mind off of whatever you're sad about or depressed about, anything like that. So try to find another avenue as far as shopping, because you don't want to spend your money on something you don't need, and then you go look at the return policy and, oh look, you can't even return the thing. So if you are sad or depressed or anything like that, try to just either talk to somebody, try to find another avenue, maybe go watch some Netflix, maybe play Xbox, do something just to get your mind off of whatever you're doing. But spending money on whatever you're gonna do, if you already, Xbox, Netflix, if you already own those things, that's fine. But I'm saying spending money on something like that, no, it's not in your best interest to do that, because it'll pile up, and then when you're in a good state, you might be depressed once again because you realize, oh, I spent all this money when I was depressed, now I have to pay it back. Nah. My third tip, I guess you could say, is more of a common sense type of thing, but just be intentional when you spend your money. There's nothing wrong with splurging here and there. I talked about it in previous videos. There's nothing wrong with that. By the way, definitely go check those out because they're great videos. But it's nothing wrong with splurging here and there. But like, if you're gonna do that, at least have some meaning behind what you're buying. Don't just buy something just to buy it. You know this. It's common sense. Like, for instance, I can look over right here. Let me see. I have 5 Xbox controllers. Okay, let me think. 5 Xbox controllers, right? I am one person. Okay. So how many Xbox controllers do I need? 1. Technical difficulties. Sorry about that if it got a little cut off there, a little choppy, you know what I'm saying? But regardless, we're just gonna hit it with the next one, and my next one actually is my 4th step. My 4th step is to never invest in essentially anything without being prepared to lose it all. I have essentially I have lost money easily that, I've invested, which in stuff like Bitcoin, Litecoin. I haven't invested in Bitcoin personally, but I invested in Litecoin. Lost about a couple $100s in there. Lost a couple $100s in Robinhood from investing in a stock, and they randomly dropped like 80% one day. So that's just a risk you take. But the thing is, if you're gonna invest in something, you have to be prepared to take that risk. And some people don't understand that. Some people understand it as, oh, well, it could blow up any day. I'm like, yeah, it could blow up any day, but if you put your rent money in there, your whole $1,500 or whatever you got, you put all that money in there and it drops, well, what are you going to do when rent time comes around? Who's paying for the bills? Because you don't have it, so who's going to pay for that? But basically all I'm saying is just be focused and if you're gonna, invest in something, just be meaningful what you're investing in for it, and then, just take care of that, just pay for that. Just be prepared to lose it if you do plan to lose it. If you lose 100% of it the next day, you need to be sure that that doesn't matter to you in your day-to-day life. That doesn't matter to you in any essential way. It's literally extra money you had, and that's why you put it into the investing. My last tip for this video is actually to never remove any money from your 401k account. Some people don't have a 401k account yet. They could be watching this at like my age or something, where I don't have a job that offers a 401k yet, and I could get one this year. Hopefully I do. I plan to, so I can leave next year, and that's a whole thing in itself. Yeah, never remove anything from your 401k account. If you're like 35, 40 or something like this, you could be watching this and be like, well, why not? Because some people really don't know. Why not? Why does it matter? It's my money, so why can't I remove it? Essentially, a 401k is like a savings account that you get for your retirement, and you accumulate that money over years all the way up until when you retire from whatever job you have in the future. So 60, 70, all that good jazz. But removing it, why not? Basically, the only reason you don't want to remove it, you could be 35, 40 and be like, oh shoot, I need like $10,000 for like this down payment on this car, or like whatever, I didn't save the money for it, but I need the money for whatever. It doesn't have to be for a car. It could be for a bill that just happened. It could be for a hospital bill. Who knows? Some people might only have that, 401k account money to use in that case where when you have like a high bill and you need to pay it right away. And in that case, I don't agree, but I mean, if you don't have any other choice, I mean, it is what it is. You can always pay it back. But if you have a choice, no, never. And the reason why is because essentially, when you're removing money from your 401k account early, you're gonna get a charge of the penalty because you're not supposed to be removing money from your 401k account early. They don't want you to do that. It's for your retirement, so keep it that way. So when you remove it early, they could charge you somewhere around 10% of whatever money you take out. And if you're taking thousands of dollars out, an extra 10%, it makes a difference. It's not like that 1% I'm getting back on that Bank of America video. Go check that out. But yeah, if it's 10% and they're taking that out, you need to be like, oh, let me think about this. 10% of the extra money I'm taking out, and then you have to end up paying it back. You don't truly have to pay it back, but like when you retire, I mean, you want to have a nice retirement. You might want to go somewhere. You might want to go to Cancun, Bali, Tokyo, Japan, all that good jazz. You might want to go to Italy, all the places. They're kind of on my bucket list. That's why I listed them. So yeah, if you want to do something like that, then you're going to need that money. And you don't want to try to work for that money or anything after you already retire. You don't want to be like, oh, let me go back to work. I just retired. No, that's not flying. No, I want to enjoy the rest of my life. Like, I'm old. Let me relax. But yeah, just be mindful of that. If you do have to take the money out, take it out. If you don't have to take the money out, no way in form should you ever touch that. Okay, and that's actually the end of today's video. I don't know if it's short or not, it depends on the editing, but I deeply apologize. I am sorry. I was kicking myself in the head like this entire time of this extended break that I've had for like, it's only been like a week and a half, but to me, it's felt like a month since I've recorded a video. But I definitely wanted to get back to you guys. I definitely miss you guys. I definitely have more videos coming. I have tons of ideas. I just been so busy just working with school and stuff. I'm almost done, almost about to graduate in August, so that'll be fun. But just thank you for supporting the video. Thank you for supporting this video, my previous videos, future videos, all that good jazz. You guys have a good day. Thank you. I'm out. Bless your soul.